you mind if I tell you a story? Thanks. Once upon a time, there was a little boy who was very, very rich. He was so rich that he had a special room, a large room, just for his toys and treasures. And he would go there every day. Now, you would think that he would be a very, very happy little boy with so many toys and treasures. But that was not the case. Actually, the little boy was very, very sad because although he had many beautiful toys and many, many treasures, there was one thing that spoiled everything for him. Sitting over in the corner of the room, barely visible behind all the heaped up toys and treasures, sat a large green dragon. And this dragon never seemed to take its eyes off the little boy. And no matter what the little boy was doing, whenever he looked up, there he would see the green dragon watching him. And this would spoil his fun because in his heart he was very, very afraid of the dragon. He would dream that the green dragon would rush upon him, throw him down, and try to kill him. And every night the little boy would wake up screaming. He never would or could explain to anyone about his nightmare because he was afraid that the green dragon would get him if he told. And so he felt very, very unhappy. He was so unhappy that sometimes he would dance and play very hard and whirl around and laugh very loudly and talk a blue streak thinking that would make him forget about the dragon in the corner. But do you know that no matter how loudly he laughed, how hard he played, or how fast he danced and whirled and jumped, when he stopped, he would look in the corner and there would be the green dragon, still staring at him, still looking very, very menacing. The little boy would sit down feeling dejected and quiet. His fun would be spoiled again, and this state of affairs went on for a very long time. Each day, the little boy would begin the day playing with his toys, happily trying to forget about the green dragon, and each day he would end the day sitting quiet and sad with the tears running down his face. One day, a friend came to visit the boy. The visitor was another boy his very same age and size. The new boy looked around the room with eyes opening wider and wider and said, "Oh, what wonderful treasures!" And he ran around picking up this one and that one and playing and clapping his hands. But the little rich boy felt anxious and worried. He kept stealing glances at the green dragon. He did not join his friend. And suddenly, to his horror, he saw his friend run over to the dragon and start to sit astride him. No, don't do that. And his friend said, "Why ever not?" "Oh," said the little boy, "he's such a fierce and ugly dragon. Surely he will harm you because I know he tries to harm me. I'm so afraid of him." Says the little friend, "Well, look at this." And he turned the dragon so the little boy could see, and there, down the back of the dragon, was a long, shiny zipper. The little boy didn't know what to make of that. He watched with round eyes, still trembling with fear. And his friend said, "Do you want to see?" But the little boy said, I'm not sure. I'm not sure." But the little boy... So his friend said, "Nonsense." And he unzipped the dragon. And you know, the whole dragon's green suit fell down. And what do you think was in there? Another little boy. Now this little boy laughed, stood up, and said, I enjoyed being a dragon until I was discovered. All this time I had such fun spooking and making you afraid. And the little boy said, well, that's very mean of you. Why did you do it? Ah, said the ex-dragon. I did it because it was such fun. You had so many treasures, so many things. If you hadn't had any dragons among them, how would you have known how lucky you are? Oh, the little boy said and stamped his foot. That's nonsense. That's nonsense. That was mean of you to pretend to be a dragon all the time and zip yourself up in that dragon suit, and here you are, just another little boy like me. Then the three friends began laughing together and said to each other, it was fun. Then, can you guess what they did? They took turns zipping themselves up in the dragon suit and scaring each other. They pretended to be, very afraid of the dragon, and then they pretended to kill the dragon, and then the dragon pretended to kill them, and all the time they were laughing and having such sport. At last the little boy clapped his hands and said, now we can have fun with all my treasures. And so they did. But the best fun was playing dragon, and that remained one of their favorite games. Now, the little boy was happy. He played with all his treasures and shared them with his friends, and he loved having his new friends. Soon, word spread in the countryside about his marvelous treasures. More little girls and boys came because they heard of the wonderful toys, but best of all, they heard about the dragon suit. They came to pretend with the dragon and to play the dragon game. Some children asked, where can I get a dragon suit for myself? And they were told, why, you can make one up yourself. And the little boy said, I think I understand, because I think I did make one up myself. What I didn't know was that it has a zipper and a dragon suit.